welcome back to episode 10, I think, of these really random events in my life, I think. Welcome back. Well, last time it was, I think, 3 months ago. Yes. I'm really bad at filming stuff, but in my defense, I will say that the last 3 months were not that great, emotionally speaking. I had a lot of ups and downs because of the exams and complications that I had with finding the house in Mexico, with everything. Well, yeah, I am officially moving out today. That's why you can see the mess behind me. Um, I am moving to Sofia, to the capital, to my apartment, to regather my stuff. And in about a week, exactly, next Tuesday, I think. Yeah, next Tuesday. Today is 9th of December. Next Tuesday, on the 16th, I will be taking a very long flight, to be exact, 2 flights to Mexico. And I will be joining my sister in the capital, in Ciudad de Mexico. And yeah, she will be coming to welcome us. She's on her own adventure. Yeah. Well, where did um I think I last talked about everything, and I told you that I will be uh the next time I will be filming, I will be saying you that I bought a ticket. I think that's one of the reasons that I didn't film for the last 3 months, because I wasn't sure when I was going to buy the ticket, because I needed the money from the internship for the ticket. So that's why today I am really happy to tell you that I have a ticket. We bought the tickets about a week ago. Yeah. I have never bought a ticket to another country, even in Europe, where I'm like, yeah, I will be by it 2 weeks prior. I almost always buy the tickets a couple of months prior to that, but I wasn't really worried about the money, because the work that I'm doing in Mexico, the internship that I'm doing, is heavily influenced and financially helping me, the European Union. So they gave me the money for a ticket, and I was like, okay, and the money is, let's say, enough for a expensive ticket. So we weren't really worried about that. So yeah, in a week I am traveling. Well, we are with my partner. We are traveling to Mexico for a year. That's information that I am still getting in my head and trying to work, because I really don't like the cold, and here is really cold right now, and it's been really cold for a long time, and I'm not happy with it. I really loved the last maybe October and November. I got to gather mushrooms every week because it was a good season for them. It was raining and then sunshine and somewhat warm, so 10, maybe 12 degrees, which is okay, It's not like 3 or -1, but that's over now. It's too cold for them and it's too cold for me. Uh, I am still really sleepy because um, let's say I cannot wake up properly today. Yeah, maybe because I know I have to move out and it's a lot of things, and I have so much baggage and luggage and everything. I have so much things to put in my car that she's full, and I still have a lot of things. But as usual, I am putting everything for the last 5 years in that car. So I'm not really so wowed of the situation. I know I have a lot of stuff. I am also traveling with my paddle surf. Yes, I understand that I can buy a paddle surf there, but I don't want to because it's my paddle surf and I really like it. And also, I will be living in a 6 minutes walking distance of the beach. So I don't care how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my paddle surf in the luggage between my cast iron and my clothes and everything else. Because I have two luggages, my partner has two luggages. So I think we will be fine.
This is me editing. Um, After we closed the four luggages, I don't have a clue how I'm going to do it because I'm well over 25 kilos. I have more than 100 kilos of luggage right now, distributed in those four luggages. And I am allowed only 23 per luggage. So now, my sweet, innocent child, we did not manage to do this in the proper way. So I will probably be leaving some stuff. Or I will be putting everything that I cannot put in the luggage in my carry on luggage because I once traveled with a 16 kilos carry on backpack. Nobody noticed because it was so heavy. And I carried it on one shoulder so it may look like it's a light thing. But let me tell you that backpack was for a whole month in Cuba. My luggage, my clothing, my clothes, my sandals, everything that you can think of. I put it in a backpack, and I also travel with a giant pot for making rice, a ceramic one from Spain, because that was the gift for my second mom, and that was the only thing that I was supposed to get and give her that for a present. So I was like, that's the most important thing. You cannot leave it in the big one because they will break it because it's a ceramic thing. And I had to carry that in two planes between 22 hours of hopping one after the other one planes. So yeah, pardon the interruption, but yeah, you may continue.
Yeah, but I'm just explaining why I have so many things. I'm just that kind of person that likes to have that stuff. I don't live with a lot of stuff, but with the things that I have, I try to bring them everywhere. That's my way of feeling home. To have a couple of, and I'm traveling with a gigantic bag full of seeds, full of tomato, pepper seeds, and I will tell you why. I'm traveling with maybe six varieties of tomato seeds because in Bulgaria, the culture of tomatoes is really rich. And as much as I love the Mexican culture, as in food, I appreciate more, let's say that. I appreciate the variety of tomatoes that you can have here. Also, the melons, also the watermelons. I think they're better here. Yeah, somehow I think they're better here. I have a lot to experience and a lot to eat in Mexico, but I will be bringing my bag full of seeds. I hope aduanas don't take them because I know it's partially illegal to have seeds because mm, they can be with a pathogen in them, so it's bad news. But mine are from my garden and exclusively from my garden. So I am really sure they are not poisoned and they are not dangerous at all. Yeah. I won't miss this apartment. I will tell you this without hesitation. It's been my home for a couple of months, and I appreciate everything that it's that gave me, and the fantastic balcony, the fantastic view that I have. I really appreciate that, but it's time to move on and to experience something that I've been searching for a lot of years, which is a place that I don't feel depressed half of the year because of the weather. Some place where I can not have to put uh, layers and layers and layers. I have 3 pairs of socks on me right now. I have a thermo legging um, put first, and then the pants. And then I have a thermal blouse just because this is really not that warm. But yeah, I don't like the cold, and I get a couple of kilos heavier every winter, and that's because there is no fresh vegetables. The only thing that it's oh, wait a second. Well, I have almost a house rented in Mexico. Let's just get there. Yeah, it's really close to my work and really close to the beach, which is great. Also close to the center, to the historic center of the city. Yeah, I have a small patio, which is great because we were searching for about a month for a house with a garden, with a backyard. But let's say the couple of options that we had, first, they were really far away from the city, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was that when my sister and my dad went to see the house and said yes and everything was fine, the next day they said, okay, let's get things and let's sign the contract and everything. Someone paid upfront 3 months after we said that we were having the house for a year. And yeah, somehow those things like you will have a year of steady rent, you will have 2 people that are really calm, it's nothing to them. Because if you paid upfront cash, because those people are going to stay for 3 months and they just paid 3 months. If I knew that that's the way that you get the rent, I would have paid 12 months. I don't have any problems with that. I have the money. But I just am used to having that the documents first signed, and then the first rent and the last rent. And I thought it's the same thing. Well, it's not. If you have the money, pay it up front. Maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. The more you have, the more you pay if you want the house. Yeah, we lost those opportunities. And after that, we saw that there's a lot of crime in those neighborhoods. Like neighbors are getting together to stop the robbers, which is insane because they know who the robbers are. And we saw pictures of them. And at that one house that we said yes, there was really strange an alarm for the whole house and video security, which is really rare in Mexico for rental to have all that security. But then the fence is really low. It's really short one. It's 140 maybe something like that. Which why don't you just have higher fence and that way you're more secure? But yeah, we saw a lot of crime committed in the last year, and we were like, okay, that's not our neighborhood. Okay, we were going to be traveling an hour to work and an hour from work, and really far from anything, from the beach, and a lot of stuff that we want to have close by. And then we started to kind of like see the neighborhood first, like see how is the situation of the security in the neighborhoods. And we rented this house that we were going to hopefully stay in, mm, because we saw that in the last 6 months it's been just one robbery, and it was on the street happening afternoon, late afternoon. They caught the robbers, and it was because the woman had Apple Watch and an iPhone, and she was talking on the phone, which is really strange because I think a lot of people have Apple Watches and iPhones. Yeah. And if you're going to rob somebody just for the two, well, I don't know the situation of those people. I am very fortunate to have financial stability my entire life. So I cannot say anything about those people. They have their reasons, and I am not going to judge them. Everyone has their own story. So yeah, that neighborhood seems okay. The house seems fine, and which is, I think, one of the most important things is a house. It's not an apartment, because I lived in a house before this apartment, and my early childhood was in house, and I feel very comfortable. Yeah, I don't like neighbors. Um, I don't like neighbors. Having them, like, I don't mind having them. I'm really friendly with them, and everything they need, I can give them with all pleasure. But I don't appreciate. For example, I had a problem with my neighbor here. I am on the sixth floor, and she has a really loud sink in the kitchen, and you can hear it's like a machine that cuts that drills the wall. It's that kind of machine, that kind of loudness and that kind of sound does that sink, like do that sink. My English is really rusty. Yeah. So yeah, I had to talk to her, which she's a great person. She understood exactly. I was like, you know what? I would really appreciate if in the next 2 weeks you try to minimize that noise that you have in your apartment. That you, I don't know what do you do at 3 o'clock in the morning, but could you please minimize it? And the woman was so welcoming. She showed me the problem. She was like, I don't have the money to have it changed right now. I would love to, and I will minimize everything that I can. But I'm telling you, this is my only sink outside of the bathroom, which is a really small sink in the bathroom. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I understand. Absolutely. I'm just asking for just a 2 weeks window where I can just concentrate and study, because it was like every hour, more, more. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Because we've been here for 4 months straight, and it's every day, couple of times. And I was like, okay, maybe she's like having a reconstruction of her apartment. And yeah, she has been great. She has used it maybe a couple of times uh, since then, which is insane. Like, she has been doing everything in her sink in the bathroom. And I will go later and apologize for the inconvenience, and also thank her so deeply thankful for everything, because I passed my exam, and I am so thankful. Yeah, I will be going to thank her later. So yeah, that's my resolution of the apartment experience. Oh, I am loving the last 3 weeks of dancing. I've been dancing every day for the last 3 weeks. Yesterday was the first day I didn't go to class because I wanted to be here just last night in the apartment. So yeah, I will be going to dance tonight to a place called Mixtape in Sofia. Yeah, I think I'm doing better I don't know, every month. I think I'm getting better and better with the dancing. Maybe I will put some video of me dancing, but I don't think that's going to happen because I don't like when people film me. No, no, that's not true. I like to be filmed to be able to see what is not okay in my dance techniques. And when I do, because I have a lot of, let's say, character in my face, I do a lot of like, ooh, ah, ew. I have a lot of mimics that I usually don't control. So when I talk and when I dance, I do a lot of facial expressions. And sometimes when I'm not really comfortable with the person that I'm dancing, I put on a face that is really pissed off, really pissed off. So yeah, I'm trying to put on a smile because everyone is different and everyone gets the dancing part different, the expressing themselves through dance differently. So I'm trying not to judge. And if I don't like something, I just smile and thank them for the experience because it's a different experience and not everybody can be a great dancer. I know I am not a great dancer. I am taking my baby steps in salsa and bachata. It's really starting to come as something, but it's not formed at all. But yeah, and I'm going to see a couple of friends, mainly my best friend, who I missed so much for the last 4 months. We've been chatting and talking on a video call, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But yeah, I think that's me. I am going to take some luggage to my car and say goodbye to the apartment. As much as I don't want to say it, I spent good time here in this apartment, and I will be thankful for the opportunity to stay in such a nice apartment because it is a nice one. Yeah. Also, I'm still figuring out where can I put the mic because I don't like to put it here because it's always moving and I'm always moving. So I am like figuring out how much of a distance is fine because if I put it here, I think the audio should be fine because I talk loud, really loud. Um, the only language that I speak really quietly is Bulgarian. It's like this because every Bulgarian, if it's not pissed off, it's really quiet and you cannot hear it in the airports. You know, one of the funny things of traveling so much as I do is I figured out how to recognize a Cuban in an airport. You just sit somewhere and he will come and sit right beside you. And he will be talking so loudly and he will be dressed in gold, blue, red, or white, or the three with gold. And I recognize them instantly. And I love to, for example, if I see a flight that is going to Havana, I usually just, if I have time, go and see how much of the flight is full or how people are looking, just to see how is my country doing. Because I still feel like Cuba is my home and where I grew up, mostly happy. I am probably will be I will probably include some of the moving, some of the organization stuff that I'm going to do, like the luggages and also buying stuff because there is a lot of medicine that I buy here and a lot of um, for example, cosmetic that my second mom uh, she appreciates a lot because she lives in Mexico and she's really white. Like her skin is really white and she gets a lot of these dark spots. And the Bulgarian yogurt cosmetic is really good for that and really good for really hydrating, not just superficially, but the all the layers. And yeah, I bought that for her for Christmas gift. And also I'll be buying a lot of a lot of the Bulgarian classics. So maybe wine. Um, Absolutely, I will be buying cheese, 2 packages of Bulgarian white cheese, 2 packages of these really thin flour sheets for banica, because at Christmas we will be eating. Well, I won't be eating, but I will be doing it. Banica, and I think for New Year's also I will be making it. Also, I think I will be buying um, dehydrated peppers. They're really big ones, like capsicums, because we will be filling them with rice and mushrooms, or rice and, I don't know, beans, for a traditional Christmas. Yeah, half traditional, half Cuban, half Bulgarian Christmas. But yeah, I probably will do another episode, maybe when I am in Mexico, talking about what I'm going to do for Christmas, because it will be a mixed one. My dad really wants to celebrate the two cultures. And yeah, we will be doing a Bulgarian/Cuban Christmas. Yeah, that's it. I think that's my story for now. I've been dancing a lot, I've been gathering mushrooms, and I've been saying goodbyes to good friends till the next time. So, till the next video call, because friends, good friends, continue to communicate with you even if you're not physically here. They continue to make time for you. And I appreciate my 2, 3 good friends who call me every week. And this episode with saying that I am thankful for every opportunity that Bulgaria gave me. And it's not a definitive goodbye, but also I am not coming back soon. I want to search extensively for a place that I feel better or even good. And I don't have to stop my life for 6 months of the year because it's cold and the weather is gray and vitamin D deficiency is a real thing. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me, for enjoying this episode. If you are new, I don't know how many times I will be uploading, but every time I can and I have something to say, I will, because I have a lot of things to say. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a sunny day, because here is gray for the last 2 months. Have a sunny day. Have a great day and go enjoy life. Yeah. Bye.